16th of August 2024. Hi guys, welcome to Red Dot Rants, the comedy and tragedy of living in Singapore. I've been away in the freezing mountains of Indonesia, but August seems like a particularly hot month in Singapore. Our very caring Minister of State for Culture, Community, Youth, Trade and Industry, Ms. Low Yen Ling, has been going around her constituency to distribute free ice cream. Now, following that, Tampines also had a National Day ice cream giveaway. From the videos, everyone seemed to welcome the gesture.
I say, please don't insult my residents.
However, if you are in the same cynical enclave that I'm in, you'll come across jeers and mockery. Now, one commenter stated, they only do all these gimmicks during the election period. Another added, give you a slice of ice cream, take back the whole tub. Just like the chicken wing and whole chicken analogy that everybody is so familiar with. Now, I prefer the chicken feet to fatten you up analogy. Do help me to spread it around. But lest we mistake all these cynical remarks as a typical reaction, now take a look at what Ms. Low's fans have to say. Working together to construct harmony and development. If all PAP MPs were like Ms. Low, PAP would win by a landslide in every election. Creative, well done, best way to get close to residents. 得民心者得天下. The next one in Chinese is very long. Essentially what he's saying is that our leaders are good people and we shouldn't give power to those who are bad. But Lin Ailun's short comment is good. 他们在卖冰淇淋免费送，收回选票也是一样。Linda Chan, I love PAP. Carolyn Lim, personal touch. Nice to give out ice cream on a hot day. Please come to Sembawang and Woodlands. Please come to Punggol. I want to. Now, somebody asked for mooncakes next. Never underestimate the number of supporters out there. Now, I'm not a fan of ice cream and would definitely not stand in line for ice cream with strings attached. But I'm a traveler and an adventurer. When the luxury trip you booked turned out to be way below expectations, what do? You demand for a refund. Now, if the company deems its reputation to be worth more than the refund, they will definitely pay up. And that's why you don't go public if you want your refund. Being normal customers and not activists, that's all we want. If the company refuses to refund, what do? You complain to the authorities, of course. Only if these steps fail to get you any results do you go public as a last resort. Now, it's fair to just ask for a refund. You are not asking for trouble and it carries no malicious intent. But some people feel empowered by their social media clout and play moral police or activists to name and shame the company, not for the sake of a refund, but to inform all and sundry of their bad experience. Well-known and established local travel company has come forth with a statement responding to some Facebook live streams, announcing that it's taking legal action against false and unfounded allegations made by certain public figures in live stream videos. I'm of course talking about Singapore's most foul-mouthed celebrity, Wang Lei. Someone unfamiliar with the counterintuitive nature of social media may think that a crass and narcissistic character like Wang Lei would only be mocked, ridiculed and ignored. But the reality is that he's got 1.4 million fans on Facebook and he makes good money selling products on live streams. Even the government roped him in to shoot their vaccine promotional video with Wang Lei going pa jiam wei. He's not as unpopular as the sensible people among us think that he ought to be. Now, interestingly, as early as February this year, his disciple, Qiao who was still on his live stream complaining about the Europe trip last year, had gone to join Jack Neo, who is pretty much an enemy of Wang Lei. Good luck, Jaina. Now, from one joker, we move to another joker, PLP Calvin Cheng. Recently, decades of backfence talk about gerrymandering suddenly made its way into Parliament. Of all people, Mothership chose to interview Calvin Cheng for his comments. Now, here's the video.
In order to gerrymander, you need to have demographics that vote a certain way clumped together in a way where you could draw the constituencies such that that constituency is very likely to vote a certain way. It is very, very difficult to then gerrymander in Singapore based on these principles.
Okay.
Because Singapore has no racial enclaves. The whole reason of the ethnic integration policy is that every HDB block reflects the racial diversity of Singapore. Knowing that this is what gerrymandering is, how could you possibly carve out constituencies in Singapore that you are confident will either vote for the opposition or vote for the PAP?
As usual, Calvin Cheng tried to obfuscate the issue by talking about extremes, absolutes and certainties, simplistically associating demographics and ethnicities with the way people vote, while ironically making it seem like rocket science. Now, it isn't. Imagine a candidate who smuggles a smartwatch with several gigabytes of lecture notes into an examination hall. Yes, he's cheating. What about the one who scrawls a few mathematical formulae on his palm? Is that not cheating? In reality, even though there is negligible difference between 50.0001% and 49.99999%, the former is still considered the winner in an election. Calvin Cheng alleges that you would need to carve out slums and racial enclaves to be called gerrymandering. In reality, you just need to do a little cut and paste to get an unfair advantage, like the candidate who scribbles a few formulae on his palm. It can be as simple as that. By the way, Calvin Cheng has 66,000 followers on his Facebook, and many have liked his comments on gerrymandering.
On the second point, I think I've explained the meaning of gerrymandering, what it means in other countries, and whether it applies or not applies in our context. And I'll leave it to members of the House and the public to decide.
I'm sure that most thinking people, and that includes our ice cream lovers, have already decided since time immemorial. The definition of gerrymandering may be open to debate, but there is no way we can deny the glaring truth of the sharply tilted playing field. Why do so many people accept it? Because their material needs are being satisfied for the time being. And caught in the rat race, they can't imagine the future being any different, even though things are evolving before their very eyes. Even among the downtrodden, I have a friend who is a single mother. She hates the government for throwing discriminating policies at her and her child. But at the same time, she wants her MP, and preferably a minister, to help her fight for subsidies. It's like being thankful for the crutches someone gives you after breaking your legs. Now, the rest of us should just try to be happy in the minority. Now, that's all for now. Have a great weekend, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channels.